Let this be a lesson to you. I knew, I knew something didn't sit right with me. Something felt a little bit off. Remember when I first vlogged on this topic and I was like, this was my first time seeing this type of drill activity, not necessarily drill music, but drill activity where the violence is directly tied to the music and all of that, the trolling, the smoking on U-packs and all of that type of thing. I know that's been going on for a long time, man. Like, in Chirac and other regions and all of that. But it's with a generation that's younger, so I wasn't really on it like that. But this situation happened in front of my face. Well, while I was paying attention, so to speak, and I was saying it felt crazy to see this young man, All Star Jr., taunting the victims in this blaming so brazenly, so demonstratively about the situation. I was like, but when you look at it, on the surface, it's like he's got a clear cut case of self defense. You know what I mean? Clear cut. If it don't get no clearer than that, the little bit of footage that was leaking around proved that dudes really jumped on him severely. It wasn't no light jumping. You know what I'm saying? It was a Olympic long jump. They was trying to get his jury off him. And the blaming started. Now, there was a cop on this, there's a video going on of this officer, and he's talking about the situation. He's like, they don't know where the gun came from. That's why I never, I tried to stay away from saying he backed out a hammer because nobody saying they wasn't speaking matter of factly about where the hammer came from. The cop on the scene was saying we not sure where it came from, but he got it. It might have been one of theirs. This kind of thing happens in a brawl, right? And he got to it and started blaming. So for the police or the feds to be charging this man with possession of an illegal firearm, because that's what they say in the charges, right? Something is funny about that. Something is funny about. I mean, they lie all the time. I'm never going to change my stance on this. Nobody, just the law don't play fair. I don't care if it's the judge, the DA, your lawyer. Nobody's playing fair when it come to this courtroom ish. Nobody. So let's keep that in mind, right? Many a time they'll come to you with the we just want to question you for this, knowing that they want you for this. You know what I mean? Or they start with the small with the smallest charge or the charge that's the easiest to, they got the most leg to stand on. It takes the least amount of investigation to get an indictment on. Start with that. They do all the rest while the case is open, while you incarcerated, so on and so forth. And a whole lot of new footage has jumped off, has been leaked. The footage from the club is out, and it's nasty. Yes, all of the things that he really got jumped and this, that, and the third, but still don't show where he got the firearm. I haven't seen that, but it's footage and still shots of the man. I'm saying, just standing firm, blaming, right? And they said that he did some blaming, he did some chasing, like from what I gather. I'm not sure if I'm right because they wasn't saying all of the names and all of that in the verse, but there was like one of the victims, blah blah blah, one of the victims, and from what I gathered, the little homie Ben 10 probably got hit first, or was one of the first ones to get hit, and he went on to blame at other niggas, and then he came back and stood over Ben 10 and blamed him some more. They also said he kicked or spit on somebody and pistol whipped him. Like just the super aggressive, like this is not this dude's first rodeo type. Like this dude, like no first time shooter is doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Unless it's a crime of passion, like it's something real personal about it. You understand? This ain't gonna be your first rodeo, and you gonna come back, give a nigga a few more, kick him, spit on. That's not no. No long, I, that is not no first road. That's not no first timer ish. You know what else that is not? That is not self defense. That blows yourself. That ruins your self defense case. If, from what I know about self defense, I mean, like in New York, it's hard as hell to get a self defense case to begin with. You know what I mean? I think they may call it justifiable homicide, but it's basically the same thing, and it's hard as hell to get it. And from what I understand about it, is like if somebody is doing you harm, and you hit them, once they drop, like if they don't still have a hammer and they trying to shoot, that's it for you. Once they stop trying to harm you, you are supposed to stop trying to harm them. Because if you don't stop, then you are exceeding the parameters of self-defense. You ain't defending yourself no more. You on the offense now. And I understand that. You know what I mean? Welcome to the nation, y'all. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide. I'm the president, I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor, I'm off the damn floor. With you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Hype. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a taxpayer and citizen. Leave us a super thanks or cash app or super chat, depending on when you watching this. You know what I'm saying? When you yeah, the cash app tag won't be in the description along with the Bandcamp link, and the merch link is there too. This is monstanation.com. You get hats, shirts, and all of that. The Bandcamp link is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. It's wild mixtapes there, so get there. What I was gonna say, hold on a second. I gotta block somebody. Yeah, you, Glenn. Get your ass out of here, goof troop. Anyway, as I was saying, oh yeah, when you writing on the walls here, you know what I'm saying, leaving comments, spell things correctly, which is what reminded me to hit y'all with this intro, because I see people spelling boot camp click wrong. I see people spelling monster, rottenness monster wrong, and all of that. It's monster, not monster. It's a no er. Helter Skelter is a no er. You know what I'm saying? Boot camp click is CLIK, not CLICK. Those is the rules, and it's not about being it's for search engine purposes. When people go trying to spread the gospel and you're spreading it wrong, and people don't get they don't it don't work out the way we need it to work out. You know what I mean? It's for the algorithm, search engines. Yeah. Also, it's BCC, not BBC. And pause protesters, get your ass out of here. So anyway, what I was saying is, yeah, you've just now forfeited your self defense plea if you stand over the man and you blaming him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. You're done. You know what I mean? You done spit on the man. You done did all this wild business. And they are speaking to, like, in the report, they talking about him trolling and making the disrespectful posts and all of that. I'm in real life, like, that shouldn't even be part of the case. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, like, there's no evidence in that. All of the evidence is on the tapes. You understand what I'm saying? The tape from the club, the police report, whatever. It ain't in his. I seen a lot of his trolling. I blogged on this topic 2-3 times already. He didn't say nothing that wasn't already said. We already knew that he did what he did. He wasn't denying it or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So for him to just be trolling online, that's not necessarily against the law, but they including that in the police report. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's something to be noted. I mean, maybe there is some extra evidence in those Instagram posts or whatever, but I feel like police, the system, they humans too, and they can be haters. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like they could just be like, you know what? I don't like the way he beating on his chest after doing that in our city. He ain't from Texas. This is a Texas officer's mind state. He ain't from out here. Niggas from Detroit. You know what I mean? They saying this all allegedly has, you know, the J Prince family, or J Prince Jr. is involved in this. You know, they may have good relation. Complete speculation. They may have really good relationships with people in, you know, with law enforcement, the politicians, all of that. You know what I mean? To be that to have as much power in the city as they say J Prince, the Prince family got, who knows, right? It's like, oh, we gonna find something to lock you up for now. Salik, you on parole? Oh, you had a gun. They not even saying you brung the gun. Like if the gun fell off of one of the other dudes' waist and you pick, I don't see how you can even charge him with that. But that's what they locked him up for. And the cop on the scene is like, I don't know where it came from, but he got it. It's wild business. It's wild business. 48 Laws of Power. I don't remember the exact. Like, I know a lot of y'all think the book is evil or whatever. Nah, blah blah blah. Whatever. It's the person evil. Because I read it and I'm not evil. At least I don't think so. I think I'm a very noble human being. Rest in peace to my brother Noble. But it says, I don't remember what the law is, but it's like know when to quit. Like you accept your win. Like decide how far you're gonna take it, and don't take it no further than that. Like yes, crush your enemy totally, but also know when to quit. The Stream Lab. I'm referring to the 48 Laws of Power. Know when to quit, because who knows? You might just be like, you know, I mean, like, yeah, what he did, I mean, like, the footage is the footage. So eventually the police was going to see him stand over that man, and that ain't self-defense, right? So it is what it is. But, you know, sometimes the police look at the victim as a problem. Like you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the every victim don't get equal treatment by the law. You understand what I'm saying? Like sometimes the victim may be a piece of crap in the eyes of the law, and they might not care. You know what I'm saying? He was a problem to you know, to our streets, to our communities, whatever. Somebody did, you know what? Somebody did us a favor. That's police feel like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But if you All Star JR and you taunting the whole situation as loudly as you've been doing it, especially in this era where, you know, everything you do gets magnified by the you know, the presence of the existence of the internet and social media and all of that, people start going like, nah, something has, nah, I don't like it. You got officers and their superiors talking about what is this? What's going on in our? You just never know. Just do your dirt, go home, and shut the fuck up. Is the point that I'm trying to make. Although I don't know if that would have helped him, because like I said, that footage is that footage, and to say that it looks like the footage got him standing over a nigga not doing self defense. You know what I'm saying? Not performing self defense, but it is what it is. Geeked, who Scorpio? But anyway, I don't want to take up that much of y'all time. All I know is when I was watching that man and he was trolling, I was like, damn, I know, because I'm assuming he knows at least believes he's in the clear. I'm thinking like they may have took him to the precinct for questioning already. You know what I'm saying? They can't, because on the surface, this situation was as self-defense gets. But no, maybe they hadn't taken him to the precinct yet already. And if they hadn't, then all the trolling he was doing, it wasn't as bright. I mean, it's never that bright to me to be speaking of your crimes like that and all of that. But it's even less bright than previously assumed. But anyway, made it to the end of this video. Let me get 4 microphones. We said law 47 says know when to stop. Yeah, I haven't read the book in a long time, so I don't remember the laws, verbatim and all of that. But I know that was one of them. You know what I mean? And I knew something like so. Yeah, they charging him with the gun right now, which don't even make no sense according to whatever, unless somebody they have proof that he pulled that gun off his waist. But the real smoke is coming. Because if you, I don't like. I know the different laws have different, variations. I mean, different states have different variations of the law and all of that. But I don't know. I don't see how standing over a dude, giving him a few extra, giving him some spare change. I don't see how that qualifies as self defense. So we'll see. We'll stay tuned. I actually thought I was done talking about this and all of that, but I'm not. I guess not. Ben 10 is out the hospital. He can't move his legs. That's what they're saying. I seen a picture of him in a wheelchair and all of that. But again, good luck to all parties involved. Um, rock on, rock on. Stay safe out there, y'all. And it ain't that bad sometimes. We ain't love, not war.